first question, I'm really excited to be a part of the Bivol fight in Dubai because, for example, this Canelo Triple G fight, there's no females on the card, and this would have been a really good opportunity to put a female in front of so many eyes. And so I'm going to be in another country where they haven't had a lot of fights, and so people are going to tune in just to see what it looks like, just to see what the crowd looks like. So there's a lot more eyes for a lot of different reasons, and I'm going to be a part of that. And it's just going to be a really good experience for me personally.
So for you, coming into the fight, of course, Cameron is the one that, you know, she has the belt. What if there is going to be a difference in training? What will it be?
I don't think there will be a difference in training. We always keep the core, which is a lot of basic movements, a lot of explosiveness, and just like strength and conditioning. If anything else is really different, it might be just like particular to her movement, but a lot of times the basics handle itself. Do you want to say anything to a specific change to the workout for this fight?
No, I think we're going to stick with the basics, but I also think that Chantal Cameron has a couple of really bad habits that I look to capitalize on, so we've been working on that, and I think it'll show tonight.
So as far as touching back on, you know, the fact that we have a women's card on a women's bout on a very big card that night, what does that mean to you as, you know, a woman boxer, a very good one at that?
Thank you. I'm always the example in every situation, good, bad, ugly, in between. You know, I have to make sure that I keep my nose clean. I have to make sure that I perform well. I have to make sure I go to another country and treat it respectfully so that people know this is the prerequisite to be able to do things like this. And so I just want to set a really good example, and I want to make sure that, you know, people from Chicago know that I'm thinking about them all the way out there, and that, you know, I bring everybody with me when I have these fights, because it's not just about me. You know, the belts are for everybody. The belts are for my hometown. The belts are for the schools that I went to. So I just want to be like, you know, the example and do a really good job at it.
So mentally going into this fight, how is it that, you know, mentally you prepare that you're going to have all these eyes on you, all these brand new, you know, spectators that weren't able to see your bout in San Antonio? What is it mentally that you have to prepare yourself, saying like, I need to go out there strong, or, you know, I need to put on a show?
Well, for like the San Antonio fight, you know, I knew there was going to be a crap ton of Mexican fans, and I was really excited to be a part of that, and to be like, hey, I represent us, and Mexican fans love Mexican like fighters that love to go and get it, and so I wanted to be that for those fans. So I think people are just gonna want to see Cameron tested, and I'm gonna be the one to test her, and people are gonna want to see that live, and then when they do, they're gonna be like, wow, you know. And I just want to wow everybody, and then once you do that, your name sticks in their head forever.
So what is the plan for this fight? Are you going to want to take her into deep waters? Are you going to want to, you know, test her chin out, saying that, you know, she hasn't really been tested with a heavy puncher, and you yourself being a heavy puncher, how do you think you want to, you know, delegate that fight?
I mean, I think I'm always prepared to go into deep waters. I was actually, it's such a catch-22, because it's like, you want to knock somebody out, you want to knock them out early, you want to have the power to do that, but then when the fight's over fast, you're like, man, I want to keep going. So I'm always prepared to go into deep waters. That's very exciting for me. But at the same time, you know, we work so hard on strength and conditioning and perfecting different moves. Like, I have to be okay with a grand knockout, you know. I have to be okay with a short fight, and just be satisfied that we executed our plan the way that we wanted to. So it's I don't know if anybody's ever said that. It's hard.
I was just about to say, I don't think any reporter has said Chantal Cameron hasn't been tested with punches.
Yeah.
That is a fact.
It is.
That's what I've been saying, and people tell me no. Yeah, no, it's a fact. I'm glad you brought that up. Chantal Cameron has not been punched with anybody we think is a puncher. I think her toughest opponent was Mary McGee, and she's from Indiana, we're from Chicago. We have a lot of experience working with each other. So Jess punches harder than Mary McGee, and Jess punches hard with both hands.
Yeah. So last question. You know, we're here in Vegas. Obviously, you know, we're coming out here to see Canelo versus Triple G. If you want to give your opinion, who do you have for the fight? What are your predictions?
I'm gonna go go with Triple G. I think mostly I like to take the flip side of the coin. A lot of people are going for Canelo. But, you know, when you look around the crowd at the weigh-ins and things like that, you see a lot of Mexicans that are going for Triple G. They got their, you know, Mexicans for Triple G. They got the OG Triple G shirts on. So that's really cool to see. But that just goes back to my point that Mexican fans love to see people who are going to bring the fight. They don't really care who they are. I don't even think they care if it's Mexican versus Mexican, which is a point that Canelo was trying to make. I think, you know, Mexican fans just want to see a good fight. So I'm going to go for Triple G. I do think he has some flaws that people can capitalize off of, but I also think that his power and his pressure is something that's really hard to come up against. So I'm going to go Triple G.
What about you, Rick? What do you got?
I think I'm gonna go with Canelo. I think Canelo is gonna come out like fast, hard, quick to see if he can get rid of him early. And then I don't think it's gonna work, but I think he's gonna come out hard and fast. I don't think it'll work. And then eventually, I think it's gonna end a decision. But I definitely think Canelo wins 8 rounds to 4, maybe 7 rounds to 5. It's gonna be like kind of close, but I think Canelo wins.
So Jessica, anything you want to wrap up with? People you want to let people know out there?
Everybody can follow me on everything. Jessica McCaskill, Rick at Rick Ramos or Body Shop Boxing Club, Rick Ramos Boxing. We're all over social media. I think my big thing is just that, you know, I'm very proud to be from Chicago. I'm proud to represent Bivol, St. Louis. I love my fans. I see my inboxes. I don't get a chance to get back to all of them. I love when people come out to the meet and greets. Like I said, you know, the fights and the belts, the wins, the legacy, it's not just for me, it's for everybody. And I really want to make everybody proud. So I appreciate all my fans and my followers.
Thank you. Thank you guys for the interview. I really appreciate it.